and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, my name is Captain Crush, and I will proudly bring to you on this glorious Flex Friday, baby, PrizePicks sleeper and chalkboard breakdown to give you the best chance you can have to find and scrape and claw your way to a W on January 19th, 2024. Absolutely, baby. Let's get this thing started. And I am on a massive, absolute banger of a heater, 4-day heater in a row, 3 of which of those days had 3 play of the days on these YouTube videos, cash, cash, cash. So maybe we make it day 5 on Flex Friday and close out the week with an absolute banger? I think we just might. I think we just might, boys and girls. Who am I kidding? I got a few of you in the mix. If you're a female watching my video, give me a comment in the below so I know, so I can count on you guys to support your boy Old Crush. Now, why am I on Outlier Bet looking at the games? Well, because it came to my attention yesterday, a lot of people don't understand this. So once again, your boy, that's me, Crush, is here to explain. That's my job. My job is to teach this stuff and turn you into a walking, printing W. Absolutely, that's what I'm going to do. I'll do my best. So, whether you use Outlier Bet, DraftKings, whatever you use, this is first step of the process. Other than watching Captain Crush's video, which is what you should be doing as step 2 or 1, whichever have you, because I will break this down for the working common man that claims he has no time to do any of this and he just wants to get the facts. I got your back like a shirt. So here we go. Step 1 for you and me. You check out all the games. We got 7 games today, so you're going to check them out. You go one by one. Okay, you look at the point totals here, 236, 221, 234. You find which ones you like, and then you stick to the high totals and close spreads if possible. Pacers, Blazers, that's going to be one you'd want to target, okay? Suns, Pellies, that makes my blood boil, baby, with good heat. I'm talking good heat because we're targeting it. Look at that crispy 2.5 point spread and 236.5 point total, baby. You know that Captain Crush is getting in the mix, and this 235 point total here, my brothers and sisters in Christ, I am 100,000% in the mix. Same thing with this Denver Celtics game. Boy, the spread is hot, liquid garbage, but that point total makes me interested, and I honestly think this should be a good matchup. This could be, as some would say, a preview of the NBA Finals down the road. Now, this application, Outlier Bet, whatever you want to call it, has a bunch of good uses. This is one of them. It condenses it for you. Folks, time is money in this hobby, okay? Time is money. Lines move, and anything you can get to save yourself time is in the mix. Now, my brothers and sisters, we're going to talk about a man who's returning from injury, who's been getting it done the past couple days, whether he's been selling you or cashing you. His name is LaMelo Ball. As LeVar Ball says, he never lost. LaMelo is a cash cow when he gets minutes. His minutes have been creeping back up a little bit. Look at this. 30, started with 26 over here when he just played these clowns. He literally was playing 26, then he went to 30, now he's at 31, and I'm telling you right now, if he gets 33 tonight, you can literally count on him shooting and chucking that rock like his life depends on it, because that's what he does, and you can take a shot at 26.5 points, crispy over. Or you can do what Captain Crush also did, because remember, I always do multiple variations of the players that I like. Pause! No, we're good. Resume. They're ranked 26th in points allowed, okay? Absolute poverty for the Spurs. It's going to be a pace-up spot for him. It's going to be a fast-paced matchup. I think it's in the mix. If you do look at his head-to-head, you can see that on January 12th, they just played. He put up 28. Now, does that mean much to me? Nah, not really. I don't really care. What I do care about is seeing the minutes he played, which is 26, and he was able to get 28 real points. Why, you ask? Because the boy chucks. That's all he does. He chucks the ball, and hopefully it falls in the hoop. Now, he might be the thumbnail, because once again, I haven't made my thumbnail yet. I've been doing the reverse, and it's been good luck. So I'll ride that train till I'm forced off. I ride that train anytime I'm forced off of anything that goes good. I ride the train. I milk the cow for all it's worth, baby. You should too. And those thumbnails, let's be honest, those thumbnails are hitting, boys. Listen, if you don't know, I edit all my own videos, record my own stuff, print my own thumbnail. I do it all. I'm a one-man show. You got to give me credit for that, and I'm going to get back to that momentarily. So So here's the research data you can look. I got my projection model that actually doesn't really like him so much. It doesn't really have him clearing 26.5 points, but it's also projecting his minutes low because that's what's happening since he's coming back. I think he's going to get a little bit more than 31 minutes tonight, and I think that he's going to cover, okay? And truth be told, I took less on his R plus A, which was 15. They bumped it down to 14.5. You might still be able to gamble in there, but I also like this little crispy guy right here. And unfortunately, I do these live. I already got this in. I told my cord they bumped it to 10. It was at 9.5, but I still think you could consider it. I think he's going to land exactly at 10, but maybe he gets 11 and maybe you go over, but at worst, maybe you push. So either his points or his 3 points attempted, or if you really want to throw those dice, and I know some of you guys are dice rollers, you can go to the field goal attempts at 20 and get yourself in the mix. You know he's going to chuck threes. Maybe you take a shot over here at 3.5 points made. You know if he chucks 12, 10, maybe he gets 4. Is it likely? Probably not, okay? If he's going to get 3.5 3-pointers made, you should just go over here to 26.5 points. That's where you got to use your brain, and instead of being overwhelmed, let me talk about this for a second. PrizePicks puts tons of propositions on the board on purpose because you're a human being and they know that you're going to see all these things and you're going to think all these things are good. You're going to get overwhelmed and you're just going to start taking little bits of everything, and next thing you know, you're depositing again, folks. It's by design. They have the best psychologist in the world working on your brain. So you got to be one step ahead. You got to be self-aware. You got to be diligent, okay? We're fighting a battle here, boys and girls. You have to be prepared. So if you're inclined to go over here and you think you got to think about this stuff, break it down, think about it. I'm here to teach you guys the tricks of the trade. If you like this proposition, LaMelo Ball, is he going to get 4 3-pointers? Well, you start to think about it. Then you think, well, if he needs to hit 4 3-pointers, what's more likely? He hits 4 3-pointers and he doesn't shoot 10, or he shoots 10 and he doesn't get 4. You need to think about that stuff, and whatever you decide is up to you. And you also need to think about if he's going to shoot 10 3-pointers and he's going to shoot 20 field goal attempts. Remember, these are the averages. That's why they're the lines. Can he get 26.5 points? Well, the question becomes, is his shot going to fall? And folks, I think it's LaMelo Ball's time. My model disagrees with me, but I think it's time on Flex Friday to unleash the balls. What? Pause? What did I just say? You know what I'm talking about, boys. 26.5 points. I'm putting it in the mix. Either ride or fade. That's up to you. Let's move on. Now, show of hands. Who remembers my play of the day a couple days ago? I think it was 2 or 3 days ago, maybe 2 days ago. It was none other than CJ McCollum, and I sat right here in this crispy, grubby chair of mine that hurts me to sit in. I'm getting a new chair. My whole setup's poverty, and during the summer, once NBA's over, during MLB season when it's slower, I'm going to change all that. I got things planned. I got big plans. But for now, I got to endure the poverty. So, CJ McCollum, 33.5 fantasy score, needs to be on your radar, okay? Absolutely. You have to consider it. Same thing with his R plus A. Why? Is it because the last 5 are green beans? Well, yes and no, because I've been playing this proposition every single night. 8.5, 9, 8, and cash money McCollum comes through for your boy. Close spread, decent total. I'm riding the train. Now, you didn't think I was going to leave out the notepad and the usage rates, did you? Did you? Think again, buddy. Right here, we got CJ McCollum, 1.18 fantasy points per minute with a 23% usage rate. Now, I'm doing the Lord's work live. 1.17. This is amazing. It's a calculator. Times 32. Woohoo! It's 37.44. So if CJ McCollum plays 32 minutes, it's real simple. I'm stripping it down, nuts, bolts, reverse engineering, whatever it is you want to call it, and I'm taking it and making it as simplistic as could be. My pup, my French bulldog, Spud, he could probably figure this out. 1.17. You take it, you multiply it times 32. Bang! You get 37.44. It's an average. It's not an exact science, but the fact of the matter is this. If CJ plays 32 to 34 minutes tonight and he shows up and does his average performance, he's going to go over 33 fantasy points, okay? I got it at 32.5, posted it in the old dub club, and what do you know? They bumped him up to 33 because they always bump Captain Crush. I live on bumped lines. And while I got my handy dandy notepad out, let's talk about old LaMelo. 1.46 fantasy points per minute with a 34% usage rate. Look at the difference in usage rates between these two guys. 23%, 34%. okay? McCollum has a much deeper roster and team to contend with and a guy called Zion on his team. But the fact is, his usage rate is still decent. Fantasy point per minute's decent. But just so you can see, 1.46, 1.18, so you can see what you're dealing with, okay? So with all that being said, CJ McCollum, you just made the list for the second time this week. Let's go, CJ. Cash us again. Is he cashing, folks? Chat, is it hitting? That's all it comes down to. Is it hitting? Everything else doesn't matter to you guys. I know. A lot of you guys don't care about the analytics. You don't care about the plays. You just want old Crush to take the spoon, put it in your mouth, and feed you like a puppy dog. And sometimes I do that because sometimes, like a proud papa, I just say, here you go, buddy. Open wide. Bang. Scoop it into your mouth and it drips down your gullet. You cash. But other times, I spoon feed you and you end up regurgitating and throwing up because it's an L. You never know. My goal is to teach and preach and jip and jive and hopefully thrive and find some W's. With all that in mind, we got 2 down. We got, 3 or 4 more to go? I don't know. I do these live. I'll have to wait and see what I feel like discussing next. I never do scripts, boys. I'm always unscripted. Here comes the plug. Now, what do I come on this YouTube channel every single day now and talk about? What do I talk about? I talk about my freaking live stream, boys and girls, because it's worth the price. I should raise the price on the live stream. I should be charging $100 a month for the live stream. I'm telling you, I won't do that to you because I'm not a shyster. I'm a good guy and I'm trying to make it affordable for you guys, but it's worth its weight in gold because I give it my all. I do my best. I'm telling you right now, I do my very best every single day on live stream to give you guys W's. I do call outs. I type the plays in the chat where I have the live stream. I go over all the value, my model projections. I'm flipping through tabs like a demon, okay? I'm telling you. Now, why am I talking about that? Well, because once again, for the 4th day in a row, the live stream was an absolute banger. Look at this guy. I've never seen this guy before in my life, but he's in my cord, and clearly he was in the live stream, and he copied my 2-mans. Look at that. Cash, 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 cash. Some of these aren't showing that they cashed yet, but Towns under cashed, Edwards cashed. Gobert did sell. That was a misfire by me. Another cash. All these cashes, boys. Some of these guys are doing esports. Another live slip cash from the live stream. Another live slip cash. Sexton, Herter, Murray, Markkanen, Jalen Williams. Folks, I'm giving it to you guys. Look at this. Crushing it. Where's he at? Live stream for the win. Dante and Edwards. Everybody should have had that slip. I told you guys. Everybody should have had that slip in the live stream. If you didn't, you chalked yourself. When you come in that live stream, look at this. My boy Shy hooked us all. He hooked me out of 25x too, boys, and 10x and 3x. He hooked me too. It is what it is. We move on. But some of these were discussed on the YouTube, like Hartenstein's defensive rebounds, Markkanen's fantasy score, his R+A. He was the thumbnail. Backdoor cover. Let's go. But some of them weren't. That's why being in my live stream is the key to this whole thing if you're watching my videos and everything else. Like he says, one slip from the live and the other from the projections. Well, what are the projections? Every day I do a projection sheet, all the players and what they're projected to get based on my model and my own personal calculations, and I post it for the boys to see so they can have a cheat sheet or whatever you want to call it and make their own reads, because that's how I create winners. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not interested in these guys blindly tailing. I literally teach them what to look for, what to do on live stream. Here, James wants his shout out. Here you go, James. He tailed the live stream slip. Bang, cash it. PPW. I say this every day, and I know this plug's going long, but I have to drill this point home because I got haters in my own Discord, 560 or however many there are. Some of them still hate when we post winning slips, and I'm like, bro, you're sitting in the same live stream that they're in. Everybody has access to it, but it doesn't matter if I give W's, else people are going to find ways to lose. People are going to find ways to win. That's what gambling is, folks. It doesn't matter. Like Vucevic, what a call. Vucevic, what a call, boys. Did I not call Vucevic on the live stream or what? Tell me when I'm telling lies, boys. I called it out. Let these kids know in the comments so they know that I'm not capping, that you're not being plugged or promoted to say anything. Tell them the truth in the live stream. It's the truth. I call it out, boys, as I see. Look, there's my wall of green again. Look at this. This is Captain Crush, your boy. Bang, cash, cash. Rudy sold that, but look, I flexed it because I flex everything mostly. Cash, cash. DeMar went over, but I still got that 1.5x. It's still a cash. Ooh, looky. Shy under 12.5 RA. Another live stream call out. Cash. Cash me right here too. This is the one that Shy hooked me out of 10x. bucks. And everybody had that slip because I posted it under the Captain Slips tab. So everybody had that one from the live stream. No excuses. Look at this. This cost me 25x, 500 bucks. So 2 slips, a hook, cost your boy 600 bucks. Do you see me crying? No, that's gambling. We move on. RJ Barrett sold. It is what it is. I'm getting it back today in dividends and spades, all of it. It's coming back because we're winners. We do the right things. We create the right process, boys. This was a cash. Towns ended with like 29. Another cash, lucky 14. By the way, I posted my lucky 14 slip today in the court already for y'all too. And we're back to square one. Now, it's not just me, boys. It's everyone that does the work. If you put in the work in my paid stuff, you will find W's. Not every night, because not every night, it's impossible to win every night. But at the end of the day, you will get W's. And these are only the people that decide to post. A lot of people post it in the general chat as they win and they don't go back and post in the winning slip section. It is what it is. I prefer they do because this is where I can give them their flowers and their shouts out. But it is what it is, okay? A lot of cappers take time to do this stuff. I used to not do it, but I have to do it now because everyone else in the space is doing it. And if people don't think that people are winning from what I'm providing, then it hurts me as a business. You understand what I'm saying? I put my heart and soul into my work, guys. I don't just do this to fleece or grift like 90%. So you'll go here. This is where you'll get the daily props, which is it's the list. This is where you can go and get a list of props that I like. But also, you go here, and this is where you'll get the projection sheets. Yesterday, they come in a PDF. They'll be color coordinated and stuff, or sometimes they aren't. It's very rare that they aren't, and it looks like that. Player name, fantasy points, rebounds, assists, steal, blocks, turnover. And when it's a poverty game like that was, I will let you know, boys. But that is the thing, okay? You watch the YouTube video, you check my daily props list, you check the projection charts, and you attend the live stream, and we put it all together. And you also have the general chat where you can go and coke and joke and hang out with everybody, and it's a think tank of sorts. Now, I know my haters in the comments hate to see me win, and they hate to see my community win, and they hate on me. But boys, how about that Captain Crush community? We are getting W's. It's been 4 straight days of W's. Now, some days we get 4 straight days of L's, and that hurts. But when we get 4 straight days of W's, I got to talk about it. You can hate all you want, but at the end of the day, I do my job. I teach these folks. I help the noobs, as people try to say, he doesn't help new bettors. Yes, I do. I help everybody. I answer questions. I review slips. I do it all. And you get there by going to CaptainCrush.net. You get this gold package right here. Bang! This will give you everything. Ticket into the live stream. And like I said, if you joined within the last 4 days and were in the live stream, you got your $24.99 back, which I don't even get all that, by the way. You got it back in spades. You crushed. And you're going to learn more than you will in anyone else's Discord because I actually put in the time. I live this life. And if you want to be a 30-day free trial, which I'm almost caught up on my emails, those of you that are waiting, stay patient. I got it coming. It's generating the codes. You sign up with Chalkboard Sleeper or whatever others in there that's in my promotion. Chalkboard Sleeper, Parlay Player, Underdog. And speaking of Sleeper, oh, how about that segue? I got a 2. You didn't think I was going to not give you a Sleeper 2-man for playoff weekend, did you? Baker Mayfield, 258 pass yards over, and CJ Stroud. We're going to ride this train. Ravens be darned. I ain't afraid of Ravens. I ain't afraid of Baltimore. Houston's going to go and get it done. 239.5 pass yards, bang. 20 to win, 2.92x. That's your Sleeper 2-man. In addition to that, I got my Chalkboard boys covered too. Use code CRUSH on Sleeper, use code CRUSH on Chalkboard, and let's get a W. Joel Embiid special tonight. No max, 20.5 real points. Easy over. Baker Mayfield again, 258.5 pass yards, CJ Stroud, and I threw in Aaron Jones. He's the most volatile of the bunch, but I'm going right back to him. This is how the Packers have been winning games, running the ball and setting up the play action, and I'm going to continue to ride that train until I'm forced off. And maybe I'm forced off this weekend and they go home. Maybe not. Maybe they get the upset of the century and advance. I hope they do, brothers, and I hope Baker shreds them. Remember, code CRUSH, you get your discount, and you can lower these lines. You can take alternate lines on Chalkboard. So get your Rudy Poos on Chalkboard, and let's crush together. Now, I know we just had a 5-minute intermission of slips and promotions and all that stuff, but it has to be said. I gotta be said, bro. I gotta take advantage of it because I'm telling you guys, I had 145 people in the live stream yesterday, and I feel great about it, okay? That's literally like 20% of my total members, and that's good because the more I talk about it and show the results, the more people that are in my Discord are gonna make make it a priority to show up. And that is what I need to get you guys your money's worth. Nobody does it like Captain Crush, and the people see that. I keep it humorous, I keep it educational, but most importantly, I keep it 100. Now let's move on to PrizePicks. There's a couple more of these guys that I'm going to talk about, and the one man that sticks out like a sore thumb is none other than Joel Embiid. Woohoo! 59.5 fantasy score for Joel Embiid. Am I being punked right now? Now, this game could and would possibly be a blowout, but here's the deal. If this game stays close, your man, the myth, the legend, the MVP, Joel Embiid, 59.5 fantasy score is too low for what he's capable of. I don't really know what to do here. My model's telling me take under on Joel Embiid at 59.5, but there ain't no way, and the crush means no way that I'm taking under on Joel Embiid in this spot. I know it's a slow-paced matchup. I know Orlando's a stuffed defensive team, but the fact is Joel Embiid transcends all of it. He supersedes all of it. And some days it's just ABC simple and you overthink things and it costs you coin. So Joel Embiid, you just made the list. 59.5 fantasy score, I will take that. It's usually 60 to 61. If you want to target his first half, let's see what his crispy first half is. I know it's going to be crispy. 31.5 fantasy score. Look at this. 41, 38, 25, 41, 30. Now, why do I show you the last five? Because I care? Nope, I don't care. I show you it because you can see a floor of 25 and a ceiling of 41. But my favorite first half proposition for Joel Embiid is right here. First half, 18 points. That is what I will take for his first half. Not his fantasy, not his PRA, but they are in play. But my own favorite is his first half 18 points and his full game fantasy score. So Joel Embiid, we need you to cash. There's a guy in my Discord parading around as Joel Embiid, and I tell him all the time, buddy, you gotta cash us, okay? You gotta cash us. For all I know, it is the real Joel Embiid. You never can be too sure in 2024. People are crazy. So the last thing that I'm gonna discuss as far as the NBA is concerned is there's no Trae Young tonight, and it is a slower paced matchup for the Atlanta Hawks, but you need to consider this guy right here. DeJounte Murray, 42 fantasy points. I actually took under on Jalen Johnson, even though Trae Young's out. I'm petrified of it, but I did. I'm not telling you guys to do it. Remember, just consider these things that I'm telling you, okay? I did take Butler at 38.5. He's been bumped up. Maybe you want to take the bump, maybe you don't. But DeJounte Murray, because no Trae Young, needs to be considered, okay? I will discuss more of that in the live stream, which is why it's important that you guys be there. And one more thing, the run back for CJ McCollum. You got options, boys and girls. You can literally go to Bradley Beal, who sold me last time at a 25x. I was literally I was counting the coin, and then Bradley Beal sold, and he played 38 minutes. It's unbelievable what he did. He sold. But if he plays 38 minutes again tonight, his fantasy score has got to be. You have to consider it. Bradley Beal, we're right back here at the notepad. 0.97 fantasy points per minute with a 23% usage rate. My brothers and sisters in Christ, you got to consider him. I hate to say it, but you have to. And in the same coin, Grayson Allen, 0.82 fantasy points per minute with a 15% usage rate. 15% usage rate. My brother, you are poverty when it comes to usage rate. What are you, afraid to have the ball in your hands? No, I'm just kidding, folks. I'm just kidding. He cashed me big league the other night. Look at this. 54, and he took my DraftKings single entry all the way to the top 10. I appreciate that, Grayson Allen. Although I did take under on your PrizePicks fantasy score when you dropped that 50 bomb, and I paid the price. I paid the piper, but I still made coin on DraftKings fantasy, so I appreciate you, buddy. But the fact is, he's absolutely in play at 23.5 fantasy score. I know the matchup sucks. I get all that, but he does have this ability to get hot and just go ham and drop trays like that's his job, because it is his job. So make no mistake, both of these gentlemen are in the mix, okay? You decide what you're going to do. Obviously, Grayson Allen has the easier path, but Beal has the higher usage and also has secure minutes to play at least 36 to 38 in a close game. All right, so there's actually one. I said that was going to be the last thing, but I would be amiss if I didn't talk about this man right here, because I was going to leave it behind the paywall, but my God in heaven, Jason Tatum at 46.5 fantasy score. My brothers and sisters in Christ, it's in the mix. Put him in your lineups. I don't care if he sells. Don't at me, but he's absolutely in the mix. If it wasn't listen to me carefully. If it wasn't a blowout spread at 6.5, Jason, I would be on the roof. I'd be climbing the roof. Captain Crush, one rung at a time. Climb, crawl, grab. And I would be on top of the roof shouting, Jason Tatum, 46.5 fantasy score is just too low. Absolutely. Got him projected for around 50. If he goes out there tonight and this game stays close between the two rivals, East and West, maybe a future snapshot of the championship, Jason Tatum is going to cover 46.5 fantasy points, okay? A floor of 31. The 11, they got benched at half, which was the last time I was on, and pause, no pause, resume. And then 49, 48, 54. The fact of the matter is, he got 54 against one of the best defenses in the West, if not the best defense. Haven't checked that in a hot minute. But 46.5 fantasy score for Tatum is 100% in play. And so is his real points. They bumped it. Man, they're so fast. They're faster than Crush. 27.5 it was. Now it's at 28. It has crispy push equity. You guys got to decide what you're going to do. He's in the mix. Let me flap back over here to my notepad right quick before I close. 1.34 fantasy points per minute with a crispy 30% usage rate for your boy Tatum. Now, he does share the court with a lot of ballers, but that doesn't matter. I'm planning on this game hopefully staying close regardless of the spread, and I'm going down with the ship for Jason Tatum, okay? That's all I got to say about that. I will cover more of this and all of this in the live stream today. At what time, chat? 4:45 Central. Now, there's one last thing. I was going to talk about football, but now this video is starting to get further away than I wanted it. I might do a separate video for NFL, but those of you that are in my live and Discord tomorrow, there will be a live stream for NFL on Saturday. I'm making the exception, and I will post my projections for NFL late tonight, as well as the plays that I like and a few slips. Maybe I produce a YouTube video, maybe I don't. It depends on the time that I do. Maybe I do it later tonight after the NBA is settled dust. Now, before I get out of here, remember, CaptainCrush.net gold package, that gets you in the live stream today, and for the 30 days of the rest of the month, Outlier Bet, that's the top tier research tool. It's like 20 bucks a month. That, if you use code CRUSH, you'll get a 30-day free trial, so you have nothing to lose. Code CRUSH. And if it doesn't work when you use it, message support. They'll honor it. Trust. And the last thing that I'm going to do, boys, because I'm on fire right now, I could go for another 2 hours, but I'll miss you guys because I know you guys don't have the attention span to be able to do that. I have one last favor to ask of my YouTube faithful. Now, remember, I went home to see my family over the holidays, and since then, YouTube has been punishing me. I don't understand why. Maybe because I got out of my sequence of posting videos 4 or 5 days a week, and they're just limiting my views. They usually push it out in the algorithm, and it tells people suggested, here, watch this video, and it's been doing that less and less because I can see the analytics of it. So my views are starting to plummet to 2 to 3K. I want more people to see these videos because, one, they're bangers, and two, it will actually help them win. I used to get 4 to 5K, and if I did them the night before, 7 to 8K. I don't know what's going on. I feel like they're punishing me. Maybe I need to move over to X and post my videos over there like Mr. Beast did and see how that goes. I don't know what the solution is, but boys, I'm asking you as someone who comes on here and tries to give you guys some value, smash the like button and leave your boy a comment. That's the only thing that helps these videos get out to the wild, boys. I appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. I wouldn't ask if YouTube wasn't being poverty, but they are. Now, each and every one of you should have a Flex Friday ticket in hand, ready to cash. Consider that your welfare. PrizePicks is the government. Your Flex Friday ticket is your welfare check. And boys, it's time to cash those checks on Payday Friday. With that in mind, I bid you adieu. Here's the salute. And as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.